Hey, what's up everybody? Kyle Kind here. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Kind Transformations Worldwide, where I'm making it my commitment to you to keep making this content to help each and every one of you try to reclaim your power as I have by raising your awareness of your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your actions, your self-doubt, the limiting beliefs, any of those things that we all suffer from on a regular basis. I myself have been somebody who suffered from depression, stress, anxiety, addictions to alcohol, tobacco, cocaine, marijuana, gambling, sex. I'm sure lots of you have those same things. Eating, like using food to manage my emotions. That always makes me feel better in the moment, but it doesn't do anything good for me in the long run. So yeah, I just through my life and all of the hard work that I've done, that kind of put me in this position that I'm in today, because 7-8 months ago I was already on stress leave from my job, and I had to make a very difficult decision because I was getting paid very, very well, but I was killing myself every single day. I had to go to work, and working from 12, 13, 14, 16-hour days, nothing but stress, getting crapped on all day long by your customers, by your bosses, by your managers, by the people you work with. Like, it just, and I'm not somebody that takes shit, but when you are in a customer service position and you're trying to do something for your customers, you're the sales guy, so everybody kind of makes you like, hey, you better do this for your customer. Well, I decided that the only customers that I want are like-minded individuals like myself who want something better for themselves. And for me, I had to go through 49 years of making mistakes and learning the hard way, because I didn't really have a mentor, a guide, anybody to help me understand what was going on each and every moment along the way through my life. And had I had somebody like that, life would have been a little easier. It's not to say that I wouldn't have made the same mistakes, because those mistakes are what we learn from and how we grow. So you'll probably hear me say a lot that everything happens for you, not to you. We always think it's happening to us, but no, if you can shift your perspective and just start to, realize and understand that everything that we experience in life is for us to learn and grow. And once you do, now you have that knowledge, you have that power, and you're going to be able to help other people as well. So for me, when I was experiencing my worst depression, the worst anxiety, the most stress, was in that weakened state, when I was letting my feelings dictate everything that was going on, and that sunk me. And then I realized that this feeling inside was not a bad thing. It was actually a good thing. It was this light that was inside of me that's been trying to come out for however long, and I was finally ready to unleash it and find my calling, find my purpose. So by no means am I a doctor. I am not a therapist. I am not a counselor. I am merely somebody who has made a lot of mistakes in life. I've had a lot of experiences, and I've learned a lot from them. And so by doing this, I feel very well educated to help share this information with you, so that I can hopefully help 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 100. I don't know. I mean, the options are endless here with YouTube, and ultimately I want to help as many people as I possibly can. And this is why I have changed my entire thought process on the direction I go in life, and it's to help people. Because as soon as I started thinking and feeling this way, my depression started to lift, my anxiety started to go away, there's no stress. And now I currently don't have a job, I got no money coming in, I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills, but I'm happy. And that's the best part about all of this, is that I know everything is going to work out. I've been in difficult times and difficult situations before in my life, but never with this level of knowledge and power that I have now, and the wisdom. So I'll figure it out. I'll make it happen. I always have, but things are only going to get better from here for me. And this is what I want for you guys. So starting with being aware of your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. You have something negative that happens in your day, and let's just say you lose your job, right? Yeah, that is going to be a pretty heavy experience. But if you look at that as oh man, how am I going to pay my bills? What am I going to do? I'm never going to find another job. Like, those are the scenarios and the things that we tell ourselves that run through our head. Well, why? Why would you tell yourself and program yourself to think negatively? That's not healthy, and that's not the right way. And if you tell yourself that I'm totally capable, I'm going to be fine, I'm going to land on my feet, I'm going to get a job tomorrow or the next day, this happened for a reason. You were not meant to be at that place anymore. And that, I prefer to look at it as it was that or something better for you. Again, if you shift your perspective, then you're going to start making things happen for yourself instead of waiting for things to happen. Yeah, we can sit and wait, but 9 times out of 10, nothing happens. I have spent a lot of time in front of the TV in my life. The only time that anything has ever happened for me is when I have gone out of the house. And I found that through COVID, because I was an essential service and I had to work from home. I was able to do really well because I built more business for myself, but that was all of the stress and all of the crap and everything else coming down on me. And that was my moment to self-destruct, so to speak, but in a positive way, because again, that led me to be here today. And I feel so strong, I feel so powerful, I feel creative, I feel outgoing, I feel motivated. Started doing the things that I had been struggling with for a very, very, very long time, and that is exercising. And there's such a direct correlation with exercising and your mental health. It's not even funny. And when I started becoming aware, and this was when I became sober, again, so I'm 49, this was probably about when I was about 43, when I decided that I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired, and it was time for a change. I needed to start doing things differently and taking more control and accountability of my life. And as soon as I did that, my world started changing. And it's pretty crazy, because for somebody who isn't religious or didn't really believe in a higher power or anything else, where I'm at now from 5 years ago, I couldn't even imagine. But I am very grateful, and I am so happy that I have been able to start making and sharing and creating this content, because I believe it's going to help at least one of you. And if I do, then my job's done for today, and I can try and change 2 lives tomorrow. So, because each and every day that I wake up, I try to do a better job than I did the day before. Life isn't easy, but it's only as hard as you make it. And I made things very, very difficult for myself. Again, because I had to go through these things to experience and learn and grow. So you're all gonna have to do the same thing, but divine timing. It wasn't something that I believed in, but I believe that my divine timing for my sobriety happened 5 years ago. And I decided that I was going to be more aware of the things that I was putting in my body, so I stopped putting in the alcohol. I had to become aware of the social environments that I was putting myself in. And so if I continued to go to the pub, well, I was only going to make that harder on myself to maintain my sobriety. So I stopped going to the pubs, I stopped going out to restaurants that served alcohol, which was a lot of restaurants. But going back to the gym and taking my frustrations out on the weights and getting out that negative energy that gets stored up. And if we don't do anything with it, that's when we start getting that low vibrational energy, and you stay in that low energy space for too long and you don't offset it with a higher vibrational frequency like love, joy, or happiness, you're gonna get depressed. And I think a lot of us who are relying on mental health medication don't need it. I myself do take it, but I believe that I can go off of it in the near future. I think that I'll be able to get myself, well, actually I know I'll be able to get myself to a good headspace and have enough control over my thoughts, feelings, and emotions to start decreasing. You know, I'm obviously going to talk to my doctor. Like I said, I am not a doctor, therapist, counselor. So if you're going to make any major changes to your current lifestyle, you need to talk to your doctor. I urge you, do not make any drastic changes to your life without conversing with your doctor first. You can have some pretty negative repercussions from that. You know, like if you're somebody who is a raging alcoholic and you just stop drinking, you can die. So I don't want that for you. The reason I'm making this content is to help you all create a better life for yourself. So, you know, again, become aware that you want more for yourself and you want better. Become aware that you can do it and you're a powerful individual that has unlimited capabilities. The only thing that is limiting yourself is you and the things that have been programmed into your subconscious mind. So, you know, like the next thing for me after going back to the gym, you know, changing my environments and the people that I was hanging around, because I had to disassociate myself with all my friends because they were all people who drank, smoked, or did drugs. Not to say that these were bad people. I had some really, really good friends. I made and had a lot of fun along the way. But it was time to change. It was time to grow up for me. And so I had to just separate myself from that and get myself into a positive, healthy environment that was conducive to the changes I needed to make. So those are very, very important things, because if you don't do those and you try to make these changes and you're still in and around people who are doing things like that, they're just going to try and bring you down. And as much as they tell you that you're your friend and be like, oh, come on, just have one beer, you can do it. Yeah, no. Don't listen to that, because they aren't in a place to change themselves, but yet they're envious of you because you're trying. And it's a human tendency to try and pull people down with them, because they don't want to see other people succeed. I want you to succeed. I want you to start gaining this power that I've built up over the last 8 months, and I feel amazing. You know, my physical body, I have a lot of pain, but I also have a lot of stuff that has happened to me. You know, like I need 3 surgeries because of my back that they just can't do because they're too risky. So I deal with chronic pain every single day. I have to take nerve blockers. I'm limited in motion and exercising that I can do, but I let that stuff stop me before. Not now. Pain is just a mindset, and I'm reprogramming myself, because as I have started to exercise over the course of the last couple of weeks, just that little bit of movement, getting up every morning and, you know, doing 100 squats and doing 100 burpees and doing as many push-ups as I can and doing as many sit-ups as I can, and no actual weights, you know, just what's the word, resistance training and like calisthenics. So, you know, do like 30 minutes of that in the morning. I tell you, that's a great start. I then slowly adapted to journaling and finding out that my brain had been hardwired for these stressful situations, and that they created chemicals based on each kind of individual traumatic experience that I had in my life. All of the childhood trauma that I had experienced, the loss, I mean, just the the constant struggles, feeling alone, the self-doubt that you had, the insecurities. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, but you know, you can overcome these things. And I slowly have changed a lot about how I view myself and I look at myself. It did take a lot of looking in the mirror and repeating that I love you, you're worth it, you're a good person. You know, I get up every morning now and I do my gratefuls, and I've been doing this for 8 months. And so this is a really, really big part of the reprogramming, is doing my gratefuls for the things that I have, the things that are coming to me, the things that I've learned, where I live, the people I have in my life, the clothes I have on my back, the shelter I have. I mean, there's so many things that we have that other people don't have. And you know, our self-pity and that woe is me because I don't have. I see people living in third world countries so happy just because they have life, but yet we can't be happy because we don't have internet, or we don't have the most popular phone, or I don't have name brand clothes. I'm going to tell you something. Buying name brand because you want to try and fit in with a group of people, that's not doing anything good for you. That's a low vibration. We don't need to have name brand clothes. I thought I did. I used to be a big supporter of, you know, some of the athletic wear out there, and yes, I do still have some clothes because I need to wear something, but I don't buy name brand stuff anymore. These massive conglomerations and these business, they're just getting richer and richer. And yes, some of these places do good things with their money, but most people just want power, money. They want to push their agenda, and I can't get on board with that. I want to support the local people who are, you know, trying to do good things and just get ahead in life, and by an honest business. Well, I can get behind that and I can support that, which is again kind of what I'm doing here. I'm trying to create something for myself because I can't do the day-to-day stuff. I cannot continue to work with the regular human life forms that are out there that are scared, that are fearful, that are envious, that have judgment, that have self-doubt. It's not to say that these people can't change and that they might not be good people, but they're lost, they're confused, they're in this, again, low vibrational state. I've been there. It's not me casting judgment. That's why I said you have to be ready to change. And if you're ready to change, I'm here. I'm here to help. And I'll try and help people who aren't ready, but ultimately, energy goes where energy flows. And if I put all my energy into somebody who is not ready to make a change, I am not going to get anything back. My energy is not going to increase, and I'm going to deplete my energy, therefore causing myself risk of falling into a depressional state. Don't want to do that. So this is why, if you're ready to be helped, let's go. Let's go. Watch this video to the end. You know, hit that subscribe button so that you get all of my updated content and, you know, the next teachings that I can come up with for you, because there's just so much to learn about finding peace and happiness with your life, finding your purpose. You know, like I was able to find my purpose through my mess. Through my mess, I was able to find the message that I want to convey to the world. And this is basically how I changed my life. You know, I'm very serious and very passionate about this, because going from a place of lack and fear and woe is me, you know, pity party, victimization, you know, I've opened up a pretty big can right now, but it's awesome because I'm healing and I'm feeling better, and I operate out of love every day. I don't react to situations because I'm calm. You know, like, let's just say that somebody has an accident and like they cut their finger off and everybody's freaking out. Well, if everybody's freaking out and like now your patient's going to go into shock, well, this isn't good for anybody. Excuse me. We have to be able to stay calm, stay balanced, keep your patient balanced, because when you're in a heightened state of emotion, then that means your education is low. You're not thinking clearly. So you're going to do and say things that you don't mean or that aren't correct, and again, not helping your patient. So it's very important that we stay calm. You know, if you're a family that argues in front of your kids, well, I have to ask you to stop this, because all you're doing is programming your children for conflict, and they're going to think that this is normal behavior, that you can yell and scream at other people or in your family dynamic. And you know, it's not healthy. You don't want to be yelling and screaming at people. Again, you're coming out of a place of fear. Love, understanding, compassion, kindness, those are the feelings that and the vibrational frequencies that you want to put out. You know, they say love thy neighbor. I believe in that. You know, do unto others as others would do unto you. 100%. You get what you give. If you come to me and you're giving me attitude, or you're yelling at me and you're screaming at me, I don't want to help you. I don't want to talk to you. Because all you're doing is now trying to get my heightened emotions up, and then neither of us are going to be thinking clearly. So very, very important to get in check, get in control of your emotions, get in control of your thoughts and your feelings. These things dictate how we operate on a daily basis. And if you're constantly getting emotional, then you're never thinking clearly. You're never giving anything any thought. You're just reacting or being impulsive. If somebody says something mean to you and you take that to heart, you're letting that person win. Don't let somebody's words program you or believe what they say. Have a little bit more power and a little bit more confidence in yourself to know that, no, you are a good person, and that you know what you're doing and you're in control, and you're not going to give power to that person. No. Can't do it, won't do it. So, but I'm looking at the time on this video here, and I think I've been rambling on a lot, long enough here. So again, if you guys are interested in the content, I please ask you to subscribe, hit that notification reminder so that you stay up to date with all of the content. And do me a favor and comment, leave me a little comment on where you're tuning in from, or if you have any questions about, you know, how you can help change your awareness or increase your awareness, or if you have started adopting some of these practices on how it has helped you, because again, you leave a comment for somebody else to read, then they're going to be able to relate and maybe implement that into their daily routine. Hit that like button so I can stay in the algorithm and keep popping up on your guys' pages. And on that note, I'm gonna sign off. So thank you all so much. Stay blessed. Have a wonderful day. Love you all.